I'll just have a Diet Coke.
Are you doing your favorite salmon
I will do that, yes.
and your jambalaya favorite?
Yeah, I'll do jambalaya.
I don't know. It's good. I know your choice.
My Big Fat Fabulous Life star Whitney Way Thor is revealing why they opted to film her mother Bab's funeral. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, My Big Fat Fabulous Life. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. This was clearly an uncomfortable and heartbreaking situation for all involved. Yet Whitney and her family, who are entertaining season 11, clearly had their reasons. So what were they? Read on for more details. In December 2022, Whitney Way Thor's mother, Babs, passed away, and it devastated the family. As seen by the season 11 trailer for My Big Fat Fabulous Life, the family opted to film the funeral. While some did not agree with the decision, others completely understood why the Thors did it. They knew that Babs was such an integral part of the show and had, in some ways, become a mom to so many viewers. Additionally, fans took to Instagram to share that they appreciated the family sharing this very special and private moment with the world. Now, Whitney Way Thor is further opening up as to why they actually made the choice to film such a big moment. She spoke to E! News about it, and this is what the star of the hit TLC series had to say. As it turns out, filming was not happening when Babs passed away 8 months ago. Therefore, the family was given the option as to how they wanted to proceed. My executive producer reached out and very sensitively asked, would you like us to film? Whitney recalled. Of course, she went and spoke with her father, Glenn, to get his perspective on everything. I really wasn't sure how he was going to feel, and he immediately said yes. The way he explains it is that my mother was loved very publicly, and he wants her to be able to be mourned publicly. He likens her to Princess Diana and the Queen of England. Whitney also noted that so many people have shared how much they loved Babs like she was their own mother. Therefore, this decision just made sense. A lot to unpack. Season 11 will have a lot to unpack. As Whitney Way Thor struggles with her mother's passing, so does her father, who has lost his lifelong soulmate. Therefore, Whitney and her brother encouraged him to go out and live his best life. He does go a little buck wild and decides to meet his long-lost daughter. This has been decades in the making, but it is a huge leap for him to take. How will that play out, and will it help fill the void that Babs has left behind? Only time will tell, but what are your thoughts on them filming Bab's funeral? Let us know and watch My Big Fat Fabulous Life, September 5th on TLC. Whitney Way Thor, known for her vibrant personality and advocacy for body positivity on the hit reality TV show My Big Fat Fabulous Life, had always shared her life's highs and lows with her fans. But when her beloved mother, Barbara Babs Thor, passed away, Whitney faced a profound dilemma. Should she share this deeply personal moment with the world? Whitney's relationship with her mother was the cornerstone of her life. Babs had been a constant source of love, support, and humor. Her passing left an immense void, and Whitney found herself grappling with overwhelming grief. As she sat in her living room, surrounded by memories of her mother, Whitney pondered the decision to film and share Babs' final moments. Mom was such a big part of the show, and she loved being a part of our journey. Whitney thought aloud. But is it right to share something so private and painful? She knew that her fans, who had watched Babs' journey through the show, would want to know what happened. They had celebrated her joys and worried about her health challenges. Babs had become a cherished figure to many. Whitney felt a responsibility to her audience, but also needed to honor her mother's legacy in a respectful way. After much reflection, Whitney decided to film Babs' final days. She wanted to show the reality of losing a loved one, to highlight the importance of cherishing every moment, and to provide comfort to others who might be facing similar experiences. It was a decision made with love and respect, intending to celebrate Babs' life rather than focus on her death. Babs' health had been declining for some time. Whitney and her family had rallied around her, providing care and support. The family home became a place of gathering, filled with both laughter and tears. The cameras, usually there to capture the lighter moments of their lives, now documented the solemn, tender moments of saying goodbye. Whitney's father, Glenn, and her brother, Hunter, were deeply involved in Babs' care. The family held on to every precious moment, knowing their time with Babs was limited. Whitney often found herself sitting by her mother's side, holding her hand and sharing stories. "Remember the time we went to the beach, Mom?" Whitney asked one afternoon, her voice soft and filled with nostalgia. Babs smiled weakly, her eyes twinkling with the memory. "Oh, I remember. You and Hunter built that giant sandcastle, and we all got sunburned." They both laughed, the sound bittersweet. These moments of connection were invaluable, and Whitney wanted to capture them, not just for the show, but for herself. She knew that in the future, she would cherish these recordings as a way to remember her mother's warmth and spirit. The decision to film wasn't easy for the family. There were discussions about boundaries and what to keep private. They agreed that certain moments would remain off camera, ensuring that Babs' dignity and their own grieving process were respected. Chapter 3. Sharing the Grief. As the day of Babs' passing approached, the atmosphere in the Thor household grew more poignant. Whitney and her family braced themselves for the inevitable, drawing strength from each other. When Babs finally passed away, it was a peaceful moment, surrounded by love. Whitney and her family grieved deeply, but they also found solace in their shared memories. They decided to hold a memorial service that would be featured on the show, allowing fans to say goodbye as well. It was a way to honor Babs' life and the joy she brought to so many people. In the days following Babs' death, Whitney faced the difficult task of editing the footage. She wanted to create a tribute that was both respectful and heartfelt. Watching the clips was an emotional experience, but it also provided a sense of closure. Whitney decided to open the episode with a personal message to the viewers. Sitting on her mother's favorite couch, she looked into the camera with tear-filled eyes. "Hi everyone," she began, her voice trembling slightly. "As many of you know, my mom Babs passed away recently. She was an incredible woman who brought so much joy to our lives and to all of you who watched our show. We decided to film her final days and her memorial service because we wanted to share this part of our journey with you. We hope that by sharing our grief, we can help others who are going through similar experiences." Whitney took a deep breath, her emotions raw. "This episode is a tribute to my mom. We want to celebrate her life, her love, and the incredible impact she had on all of us. Thank you for being a part of our journey and for your support during this difficult time." Chapter 4. The Tribute Episode. The tribute episode aired a few weeks later, and it was met with an outpouring of love and support from fans. The episode began with a montage of Babs' most memorable moments on the show. Her infectious laugh, her witty remarks, and her unwavering support for her family were all highlighted, showcasing the vibrant person she had been. The footage then shifted to Babs' final days. The scenes were intimate and emotional, capturing the family's love and devotion. Whitney's voiceover provided context, guiding viewers through the journey. She spoke candidly about the pain of losing her mother and the importance of cherishing every moment. One particularly touching scene showed Whitney reading a letter she had written to her mother. With tears streaming down her face, she read aloud, "Dear Mom, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me. You've been my rock, my confidant, and my biggest cheerleader. Your love has shaped me into the person I am today. I promise to carry your spirit with me always, to honor your memory in everything I do. I love you more than words can express." The memorial service was also included in the episode. Family and friends gathered to celebrate Babs' life, sharing stories and memories. There were moments of laughter and tears, reflecting the full spectrum of emotions that come with saying goodbye. Whitney's father, Glenn, gave a heartfelt eulogy, his voice breaking as he spoke about his beloved wife. "Babs was the love of my life. She brought so much joy and light into our family. I will miss her every day, but I am grateful for the beautiful memories we shared." The episode concluded with a montage of Babs' happiest moments, set to her favorite song. It was a poignant and beautiful tribute, capturing the essence of who she was and the legacy she left behind. Chapter 5. The Aftermath. In the weeks following the airing of the tribute episode, Whitney received an overwhelming response from fans. Messages of condolence, support, and gratitude flooded in. Many viewers shared their own experiences of loss, thanking Whitney for her bravery in sharing such a personal part of her life. One message stood out to Whitney. It was from a woman named Lisa, who had recently lost her own mother. Thank you, Whitney, for sharing your story. Lisa wrote, "Your honesty and vulnerability have given me the strength to face my own grief. Watching your tribute to Babs reminded me of the importance of celebrating the lives of those we've lost."